Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome here to Kansas Motor Speedway, here with the Valued Alliance Racing League. This is Greg Tilson up in the booth, Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you the live action here for the Dizzy Kills 195. ARCA cars here with the Valued Alliance Racing League, taking on this 1.5 mile racetrack here at Kansas. Let's go ahead and pull up our race info here tonight. The Dizzy Kills 195 here at Kansas Speedway. Looking forward to a really exciting racing. Another 1.5 mile race here at Kansas Speedway. Quite a bit different than a lot of the other racetracks that are 1.5 miles. Don't got quite the same layout that those racetracks have. Looking forward to side-by-side multi-groove racing here from Kansas Speedway. Another beautiful racetrack that I have had the privilege to check out in person here at Kansas Speedway. A beautiful racetrack here. I got to spend some time over at the Hard Rock Casino, whatever I think it's the Hard Rock over there in turn 2. Had a great time here at Kansas. Just absolutely a awesome time. And we're looking at 130 laps here tonight around Kansas Speedway. Want to give a big thank you to all our partners and sponsors here for the Valued Alliance Racing. Big thank you to Gem City Goon, Dizzy Kills, Grayson Code Trucking, Christian's Dream, McDowell Homes, 333 Jackson on Twitch, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, and DP Creations. Thank you for everything you guys do, along with Maritime Car Wash. Thank you guys for all being partners and sponsors here at Valued Alliance Racing. Want to give a big thank you to all our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Push the Edge, our new sponsor, Admin Box. If you go over to Admin Box and make a purchase, make sure to use code Fearless-Box, BOXX. Get 10% off with your order. Go ahead, check out our other partner, Premier Racing Setups, Fearless 15. Get you 15% off over there. Juicy Spider Studios, thank you guys for everything you guys do here. Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you guys for allowing us to bring you this awesome action around this awesome racetrack here. Let's jump a little closer to the action. Take a look at some of these drivers out here on the racetrack currently. Let's go ahead. Jump up with that number 67, Ben Ryan. Benny, two names. Ben Ryan. Gotcha. Number 67. Like the little update he gave us here. See who else is out on track in those last few minutes of practice. 3 minutes here remaining in practice. Dog Pound jumping in the chat. Go team him. Looking forward to a good result for them here tonight in Kansas. Michael Quick on top of our board. Currently sitting number 1 in practice in that number 77 Ride the Dente machine here. Looking forward to what he can do here tonight. Chad Ross in that number 38 out there getting a few laps in there. 4th on the board currently here in practice. Oh, hard into the wall there for Chad Ross. Jeremy Root, that 62, also getting involved in that one there in practice, luckily. Getting it out of the way early here. Want to give a big thank you to everyone here live and checking us out on the recorded video. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you drop a like on this video. Helps us out so much. Hit that subscribe button. Jump in the chat. Say what's up. Love talking to you guys while you're out there watching or racing. If you got a second to type something, hey, go for it, right? A number. If I'm asking who's going to win, who you got? As we come down, 2 minutes in practice remaining here. Let's go ahead and jump a little closer. Oh, I do need to change a setting I just remembered real quick. We're going to be right back. We're going to jump to our advertisements. When we come back, we'll be here live with qualifying. See how these boys all put down some laps here for qualifying at Kansas Speedway here with the Valued Alliance Racing League. We will be right back.
Real quick, double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Welcome back here to Kansas Speedway. The 1.5 mile being tamed here tonight by the valued Alliance Racing League and their ARCA series. Let's pull up our tower results. Qualifying underway here tonight. A lot of these drivers looking to have a good performance. Little breakdown over the standings, give you a top 5 rundown heading into tonight. Tyler Barnes out on top, currently our championship leader. Sitting in second in that championship, we do have Michael Quick. And in third, James Kaufman. Drewski Smith sitting in that 4th position. And Gary Miller rounding out our top 5 in our standings, our championship standings, heading in to Kansas here tonight. Also want to give a big thank you and congratulations to Andrew Smith being April's Driver of the Month, being one of the founders here at Valued Alliance Racing League. Saw that posted a few days ago. Want to give a big thank you to him. Congratulations on being that April Driver of the Month. Driver of that number 4 car of Elite Motorsports. So great job there, Andrew Smith. Keep an eye out on him tonight. Let's go ahead, bring up our top 10 here in qualifying so far. DJ Kinner, Chad Ross, Michael Quick, Ben Ryan, Troy Campbell, Tyler Barnes, Eric Copperthorne, Chris Fanning, Blake Viken, and Jeremy Root all in our top 10 as we sit 20 cars currently putting down a lap. Looks like there might be a few more cars left to go out and set their laps here in qualifying. Let's go ahead and jump to page 2 there. Jeremy Root sitting there in 11th. Dakota Isgred. Johnny Spiggs, Stephen Page, Tyler McDowell, Dylan Grace, James Kaufman, Samuel Lucier, Ryan Hunter, and Andrew Smith. Our top 20. Let's go over some of the drivers. Unfortunately, not putting a lap down so far. That's why you'll see that P1000 next to their names. All these other drivers putting down a lap here so far. Tyler Manning, Jeremy Keltner, Nicholas Donfrancesco, Brendan Kleindenst, Gary Miller, Joe Townsend, and David Poole all yet to set their qualifying runs. Getting ready for qualifying to roll over here. And our 130 lap race here about to begin. Super excited. Once again, thank you to all our partners and sponsors here at Valued Alliance Racing. Big thank you to their partners and sponsors at Gem City Goon, Dizzy Kills, Grace & Co. Trucking, Christian's Dream, McDowell Homes, 333 Jackson on Twitch, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, and DP Creations, also Maritime Car Wash. Thank all of you for everything that you do for Valued Alliance Racing. Want to give a big thank you to our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Admin Box. Make sure if you go ahead, head over to Admin Box and buy you a Gen 3 or Gen 4. Use code Fearless-Box, Fearless, Fearless, -box, BOXX, for a 10% off. Helps us out a lot here. Premier Racing Setups, definitely check them out. Use code Fearless15, FEARLESS15 for 15% off over at Premier Racing Setups. Juicy Spider Studios, thank you guys. Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you guys all for everything that you do. The crowd, or the drivers, rolling out onto the field. Let's go ahead and get our grid here. Let's drop our tower. Starting off on that pole, DJ Kinner out front in P1. Chad Ross to his outside here on row 1. Michael Quick inside row 2. Andrew Hale P4 row 2. Ben Ryan, Benny 2 names, P5. Troy Campbell P6 row 3. Tyler Barnes, Eric Copperthorne in row 4. P7, P8. Looking at Chris Fanning and Blake Viken rounding out our top 10 here, row 5. Jeremy Root and Dakota Isgreg rolling off here, P11, P12. Johnny Spiggs, Stephen Page rolling off, P13, P14. Pace car is off here, Tyler McDowell, Dylan Grace in row 8. James Kaufman, Samuel Luzier in row 9. Green flag is out here for the Dizzy Kills 195 at Kansas Speedway. Ryan Hunter, Andrew Smith, Nicholas Don Francesco, Tyler Manning, all here taken to the green flag. Joe Townsend, Gary Miller. Brendan Kleinden's David Poole, all in row 13, or both in row 13, excuse me. And rounding our field, Jeremy Keltner, as his field completes lap 1 here. Michael Quick to the early lead out front in that number 77. Moving up 2 positions from that inside of row 3 there, battling with the 80 of DJ Kinner. Starting on the pole here, out there on the outside here tonight. That 67, Ben Ryan, there in the fight, as we see a few cars making contact with that wall coming off a turn 4 there. Great little onboard here with Troy Campbell. Currently sitting there back in 7th. Trying to battle up through the field, get past that 44 there on the bottom. The 44 making some contact with the wall. Troy Campbell able to make that pass there on Chad Ross, I believe. Numbered 38, but I don't think. Caution is out. Caution is out. James Kaufman, the number 13, involved in this one. Andrew Smith also involved. Let's roll it back. Didn't show me back quite far enough. Andrew Smith in that number 4. Heavy damage here in the early goings. See if we can't take a closer look at this one. The number 4 there, that very last car on the inside with the Tootsie their wrap on the inside, double bubble. Coming through the front stretch here. Let's see what happens. That 25 just catching that right rear of the number 4. The 25 and the 4. Heavy contact into the wall there. Luckily, no other drivers getting involved. But that number 4, very, very heavy damage there. Wow. As we jump back live here, that number 13 scored on the tower. Number 25 there on the track. Premier Racing Setups. Machine of James Kaufman. Heavy damage here tonight. Not what he wanted to see. As we see a change for the lead. Ben Ryan grabbing that lead position here. Let's go ahead, pull up our top 10 here. Quickly go over that while we're under caution. Ben Ryan now our current leader. Michael Quick going to be starting to his outside. DJ Kinner, Tyler Barnes, and Chad Ross our top 5. Jeremy Root, Troy Campbell, Blake Beacon, Tyler McDowell, Andrew Hale, our top 10 here, coming to our first caution of the night here at Kansas Speedway with the Valued Alliance Racing League. Pace lights still on there. Drivers making their way around here. So sorry. I don't know, that cameraman fell asleep with that camera or what, but cameraman kind of messing up on that one. Hey, it's okay. As we see the field make its way down the backstretch, looks like cars going to start making their pit stops here if they had damage. Let's check back with that 4, 13, both off the track. So no, not going to be making any pit stops there, I don't believe. Once again, thank you to all those partners making it happen here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Admin Box, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you guys for everything that you allow us to do here at Fearless Broadcasting. As we see that 25, number 13 on the board, James Kaufman getting back out there. Currently, our number 3 championship place driver here. Pace lights out on the pace car, going back. Green flag here this time. That will be Ben Ryan in that number 67 on the inside. Michael Quick, the number 77 on his outside, bringing us back to the green flag here at Kansas Speedway. Beautiful racetrack here. Looking forward to a lot of great racing. 130 laps of exciting door-to-door slide jobs. All sorts of action here from the Valued Alliance Racing League. Off of turn 4 here. Ben Ryan leading us to this green flag. Green flag is in the air. That Michael Quick, number 77, with an amazing jump. Keeping it side by side there as they come down into turn 1 here. The field absolutely spread out. What a great job by these drivers here, making it through to this green flag lap number 8. Going back, green flag, looking like some 3 wide racing brewing here in the back just a little bit. 2 wide throughout the field here. These drivers absolutely putting everything on the line. That high side getting a little bit of use there, a little bit of hiccups there. 3 wide down the back, nope. They think better of it there. As we take a look at that 69, Tyler McDowell out there on the outside. They're in the middle of a whole bunch of cars. I feel like that outside a little bit safer here. Unless that guy on the inside just doesn't give you any room. 3 wide through 1 and 2 here. 69 through the middle. That's 72 on the bottom. 62. 2 is outside here. Exciting racing. 4 wide, quite possibly. Another driver up there. 4 wide momentarily. That's 62 making his way past at 38. Moving up. Trying to make up a few positions at 69. Sliding to block the lane there. Probably a good move by him there. As they make their way down the backstretch, Ben Ryan still out front in that 67. With a little bit of room there, back to that number 80 now of DJ Kinner. Michael Quick losing the position there. Jeremy Root. Tyler McDowell also moving up, trying to get past that number 69 of Tyler McDowell in that 62. Jeremy Root not able to get it done through 1 and 2 there. On the outside, maybe get a run down the backstretch. Not quite able to pull side by side there. As we see that 44 enter our picture there. Side by side battles up front. Let's jump a little farther back. That number 18, Blake Veakin, side by side with that number 3 of Tyler Barnes. Currently our championship leader, side by side. Heavy contact drivers able to make it work. Blake Veakin in that 18, not coming off with the better hand of that stick. Tyler Barnes definitely looking a little bit better there. Look back at that. That was a little heavy contact there between that number 3 of Tyler Barnes and the 18 of Blake Veakin. Oh, we saw it live. Trying to look back at it. Will it? Nope, it didn't even show me the right thing. Jumping back live here. 14 laps here completed. These cars absolutely looking great here at Kansas Speedway. Here a whole bunch of chat out there in chat. Thank you, Gem City Goon. No problem. Up here for the broadcast. Absolutely loving every minute of it. You guys putting on an absolute show here for me. Couldn't complain. Not one bit here. Blake Veakin entering the pit lane. Quite a bit of damage there when he made contact with that number 3, quite possibly. Out front, still that number 67 of Ben Ryan. Battling with that DJ Kinner number 80 Toyota. Looking to make a charge here on the outside. Just hasn't been able to get it done there. Keeping pace right on his back bumper. Just not enough to get it done here. Matthew Barnes saying let's go number 3 there of Tyler Barnes. Let's go Barnes, bring it home as well. Thank you, Matthew, checking us out, stopping by, cheering on that number 3 of Tyler Barnes. Good to see family stopping by, cheering on family. As that 80 a little loose, they're coming off of 3 into 4. That 69 making his move. Tyler McDowell up to second there. As the 80 dropping back another spot. The 77, Michael Quick making his way by as well. That number 80 of DJ Kinner as we hop on board with him. Taking a look up at that 77 of Michael Quick. Tyler McDowell in the 69 in front of him. Our pole sitter here this morning, or this afternoon, this night, I don't know. Today? I don't Go Whiskey Ridge Racing team. Whiskey Ridge Racing hopping in the chat. Thank you guys so much. A lot of support for the teams and drivers here at Valued Alliance Racing. Where you are valued, Gotta love it. These admins doing an absolute great job taking care of these drivers. Us up here at the broadcast booth. I know we take care of RC control, race control over here too. Farless up in the booth. Ethan, that is. Once again, thanking all those partners making it happen here, letting us do our thing. Gem City Goon, Dizzy Kills, Grayson Co. Trucking, Christian's Dream, McDowell Home, 333 Jackson on Twitch, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, DP Creations, and Maritime Car Wash. Thank you guys for everything that you do here for Valued Alliance Racing, making it all possible. As we see that 44 trying to work past that 69 of Tyler McDowell, 44 Andrew Hall trying to move his way up in that Monster Dew machine. Want to give a big thank you to all our partners here at Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Push the Edge, Admin Box, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting. It is Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Ben Ryan still out in front. Currently led 18 of the 22 laps here. And that would be that number 88 DJ Kinner that started on the pole. Led the rest, I do believe. Got an early yellow flag there. So he was up front. Got a few laps led. Good for him. And that pole position, very good. Pull up our racetrack, our lap 23 here of our scheduled 130. Once again, Ben Ryan, Benny Two Names, up in front. Because, you know, Ben and Ryan, first names, you know, kind of both of them. So he's got Ben Two Names, you know. One lead change, of course. That number 67 getting out in front. Only that one caution, quick caution. Drivers absolutely putting on a show. Under this green flag here, let's go ahead and give a quick crank it up. I'm going to hop over to crank it up and let you experience all the horsepower here of the ARCA Series cars and the Valued Alliance Racing League drivers putting the pedal to the metal here at Kansas Speedway. Let's hop over to crank it up. And welcome back here, Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Valued Alliance Racing having me up here in the booth. Thank you again, everybody who did stop by here live. If you're here live with us, make sure to jump in that chat box. Let me know who you're rooting for, who you think's gonna come out here on top. That first stage, I do believe, coming at lap 60. So racing to that first stage here, lap 28, 29 as we cross the line complete. Go ahead and jump out with our fans. That Hollywood Casino out there in turn 2. Take a look like you're out there in the fan stands. Watch these drivers race around this 1.5 mile of Kansas Speedway. Beautiful half mile out here in Kansas. What a view out here sitting in the stands. It's absolute action-packed. Here these drivers 3 or 4 wide back in the pack. Good entertainment back here. All right, let's go ahead, jump up on the chopper. Little drone. We got a new drone pilot in the house. Great action from a little chase cam drone action. Elite Motorsports heading to the front, Matthew Barnes said. Let's see if they can make it happen here. This action absolutely heating up. Tyler Barnes and that number 3 down on the bottom there for Matthew. Looking for a crossover. Oh, a little contact at number 10 of David Poole, giving that Tyler Barnes number 3 one heck of a shove there. Jumping back up to the blimp. Gotta love a few of the new camera angles we got out here tonight. Super exciting racing here at Kansas Speedway with the Valiant Alliance Racing League. These boys putting on an absolute barn burner here. That 3 and 5 cars side by side. The 5 on the bottom looking to make the pass. I think the 3 going to have the advantage down the back on the outside. A little bit better of a run, but it doesn't work for him. The 72 with the draft. A little bit of a push. They're able to get the 5 out ahead. Coming through turn 4. Pull himself on by as well. No, the 72 around off the nose of the number 3. Caution number 2 here coming out. That Tyler Barnes number 3 does not look great. Let's pull it back. Take a look back at that. Wow. I cannot believe that one just happened. Let's bring it back. Thought that 3 was going to get a great run there on the outside. Doesn't move up. The 72, I think, thought he was going to move up a little bit. Coming across that number 3's nose. Wow. Absolutely wow. Let's look back at it one more time. Oh. Let's look back at it one more time here. Different view. Yeah, he moved up the racetrack. No. I think it was a little move up and down of both drivers. I'm not sure. But that 72 across the number 3, Tyler Barnes knows both of these drivers. Not the fate that they wanted to see. Absolute great racing out here. Fearless Broadcasting jumping in the chat. Thank you, boss. Yeah, these guys putting on a show out here as they hit pit road here. Look, the leaders dropping down into pit lane. As we see that number 3 of Tyler Barnes absolutely destroyed that front end of the number 3. So much damage. Hopefully that team able to put some work into that thing. As we see these cars coming down here for their pit stop. See who can get off of pit road here first. That 38 with a very quick stop there, leading them off. The rest of these drivers also making their way out of pit lane there. And it looks like a bit of nope, I was about to say strategy play, somebody not pitting as he jumps to the bottom. No longer the case. Never mind that 38, Chad Ross. Gonna be out in front. These are a few of the wave around cars out in front of that number 38 there. But that 38, Chad Ross, gonna lead him to this green flag. Pull up our top 10 right here. Ben Ryan gonna be to his outside. Michael Quick, Andrew Hale, Jeremy Root, our top 5. Tyler Manning, Stephen Page, DJ Kinner, Tyler McDowell, Eric Copperthorne. There for our top 10. Lights out on the pace car. Looking to go back. Green flag here this time. Gotta look. Come on, this view. I gotta get this one fixed. Next time we stop here at Kansas. Whoops. Don't know what happened to that camera. They must have moved a wall in front of my camera. I set it up and they came and moved it right in front of my wall, of course. It's okay. Get that one fixed for next time we're here. So we see these drivers coming through 3 and 4. Pace truck making its way down pit road. Chad Ross, Ben Ryan leading you off to this green flag. Green flag in the air here for the Valued Alliance Racing League. And the Dizzy Kills 195 here at Kansas Speedway. Chad Ross with an awesome jump out front. Ben Ryan to that second position. Andrew Hale in that number 44 up a spot to that third spot on that restart. Great job by him as well on that bottom line. Trying to make it happen here. The 44 making his way past the 38 on the bottom. Still side by side as we come across the stripe. Nearly cleared. Not quite yet. There we go. He's clear. Don't think the 38's going to have enough of a run there on the outside to get it done. Just not enough. The 77, Michael Quick, looking to the inside as well. To that 38 of Chad Ross. The 62 trying to follow him through. Giving a little bit of some help via a push there. Michael Quick able to go up a spot. Let's take a look back. Our biggest mover up 15 to the 11th spot. That number 10, David Poole, having a great race here. That number 10 trying to get up into that top 10. Dropping back to 12th there. 14 up for the night. Tying our, was going to be our second spot, but the 78 here, Tyler Manning, having a great start to the race, starting in 22nd, up to 8th. Now our biggest mover, now that David Poole dropped down one position, the 56, almost going for a ride off that 78's nose there. What? A bit of confusion there, just a little bit, as they make their way through 1 and 2 here. That 69 on the inside, dropping back another position. The 78, Tyler Manning, making his way up another spot, up 17 for the night, up to that top 5 here so far. 78 having a good run here at Kansas Speedway. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. You are here with Fearless Broadcasting and the Valued Alliance Racing League. Coming down lap 43. A lot of action all over the racetrack. Let's go ahead and do a quick, oh, I can't. No, yes, I can. That number 4 of Andrew Smith back out on the racetrack. Involved in an early incident. Able to get that car back repaired and out here. Great job by him. On the bottom of that 72. A few laps down there, that number 4, Andrew. But somebody going through the grass. Sideways, caution out.
We have got a very
Who was that?
this week, so make sure we're minding our P's and Q's.
That would be, let's see if I can find it. Sorry, looking for it real quick. I think that was David Poole in that number 10. Just a little bit sideways, looked like all by himself through the infield, almost coming up, making contact with other cars. Good job to get that car slowed down. Tried not to get it up into anybody else. Little unfortunate for that number 10 DP Creations of David Poole. Let's take it back. I don't think anybody else was involved. I don't think he got any help. Didn't really get a great look. Yeah, just loose all by himself. Take a look at it at speed there. Very great job angling that car back down the bottom of the racetrack. Not allowing it to go back up in front of the field. Great job there by David Poole. Caution number 3 here, making its head. 9 laps so far, 2 lead changes. Ben Ryan still out in front. 46 laps here complete. A few drivers might be making some pit stops. We're going to make a quick commercial break. I need a drink and a few other things. We will be right back here with some green flag action at the Valued Alliance Racing League. Here with Fearless Broadcasting, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Take a look at some of our partners and sponsors here until we return.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
And welcome back here, Kansas Speedway, getting ready to go back green flag after our third caution here. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for the Valued Alliance Racing League. Ben Ryan, Michael Quick taking us back to this green flag. Green flag in the air. That 67 with a great jump there on the bottom inside line. Awesome job there by him. Getting that early advantage into turn 1 and 2, side by side. The rest of the field trying to work their way out. Great job here by these drivers tonight of the Valued Alliance Racing League. Each and every one of them doing a superb job here tonight. Side by side for that second place. Michael Quick, that number 77 to the bottom. Looking to get past Chad Ross. Sorry, Michael Quick in that 77. Looking to get past the 38 of Chad Ross. That 67, Ben Ryan out front, leading the way. Still here. Great job by him. That machine looking great out there. Trying to get some laps set down. See if we can't get a long green flag run. Looking forward to some green flag pit stops. Always exciting here at Kansas Speedway. Definitely something I am looking forward to. As we see a lot of this field still very close here. A lot of good battles all throughout the racetrack. That number 4 up into the wall. Just a little bit off of turn 4 there. Drivers absolutely putting on a show for us here tonight. Tyler McDowell up to that second spot in the 69, chasing that 67 out front of Ben Ryan. Nicholas Don Francesco in that 24 up to the third spot, up 18 spots here. Our new biggest mover just in front of that 77 of Michael Quick, as he's battling with the 36 of Chad Ross. That's our top 5 as they stand. That 77 Michael Quick looking to try to make a move on this 24. Caution out on the racetrack. Dakota is Greg James Hoffman making some contact. Let's see what happened here. Looks like the 4 and the 40 making contact. The 40 then finding himself the 25. Might be the 40. Dakota is Greg. Let's rewind that one more time. Take a little better look at that. Didn't quite get an early enough view. There we go. Let's slow it down a little bit. That number 40, Dakota is Greg on the outside. Andrew Smith on the inside in that number 4 double bubble looking machine. I think that was netcode. Dakota is Greg coming around here. Very unfortunate for this 15 here. Oh my God, the 25. Not 15, excuse me. Very hard lick there. Jumping back live as they dive back down to pit road here. See Michael Quick in that 77. Back there, a few cars. Ben Ryan leading them down here to pit lane. As we wait, see who wins that race off of pit lane here. Looks like that 69 gonna win the race off. Oh no. The 80 just missed his box a little bit. That's not good for him. The 84, Chris Fanning looked to get a good spot off. It looks like we got 3 cars that did not pit. Let's jump out front here. It looks like the number 62 of Jeremy Root scored as our leader. Haven't talked enough about him tonight. Jump back to that second spot, that number 10 after the most recent caution. Probably took himself down pit road, got some tires. Cautions breeding cautions. Brought out another one. Getting him up to the front, up 24 positions. Now our biggest mover. Fortunately involved in an incident earlier. Getting sideways, finding himself into the wall. Back out here, the crew doing a great job getting that number 10 back together. Then that number 44, Andrew Hale, up to third spot. And then we got that number 69 who won that race off of pit lane. Ben Ryan, the 67, who led them on to pit lane, back in that 5th position. Just a little visual, bring up our top 10 here. Chris Fanning, Nicholas Donfrancesco, Chad Ross, Tyler Manning, and Michael Quick rounding out our top 10 for the rest of this starting field here for the 4th caution of tonight. Top 20 here. Stephen Page, Eric Copperthorne, Jeremy Keltner, Blake Viken, Ryan Hunter, Gary Miller, Brendan Kleindens, DJ Kinner, our pole sitter, Dylan Grace, Samuel Lucier, excuse me. Pace truck off here. Green flag about to fly in the air. Jeremy Root in that 62. And the 10 of David Poole leading him off to that green flag. Green flag is out that inside lane. Absolutely dominating here on the restarts. David Poole not getting the best restart there. That's 69. Getting a little stacked up there, it seemed. The 67 behind. Also, not getting the launch on the start that they were looking for. There on the outside, the 44 and the 62 of Andrew Hale and Jeremy Root off to a great start out ahead of the field here. Side by side through the front stretch. A lot of great battles happening throughout the field here. Jumping back, that 84 and 77. So close. The 24 right there. Wow. These drivers, not much space to make moves here. Somebody, some other car around you here at all times, pretty much. That's 62. Jeremy Root, our new leader, out front now. Started there in the 11th position. Currently led 4 laps out front there. The 44 of Andrew Hale coming up to that back door there of the 62. That Mountain Dew green machine of that number 44, Andrew Hale. Definitely a car that gets your attention. That bright green, chrome green Mountain Dew machine definitely looks great. Definitely looking awesome. As we jump back here, side-by-side battles throughout the field. The 64, or the 84, excuse me. On the bottom, that's Chris Fanning. Below, Nicholas Donfrancesco battling in the top 10 there, 8th and 9th. Donfrancesco in that 24, up 13 spots. David Poole in the 10, up 21 in 5th. Battling there in front of you, up on that high side. Just ahead of that 77. As he loses a spot to that 38 car. Dropping him back to 6th. Chad Ross in that 38. Moving forward here. Jeremy Root in that 62. Still up in front. Ben Ryan, our early race leader with the most laps led so far, finding his way to his back bumper, the 44. Andrew Hale kind of on the outside out there. He was there in second, losing the spot to that 69 and the 24. Looking to gain back that 3rd spot on the outside there. Think he's got it. No, still side by side with that 69 of Tyler McDowell. Great racing, absolutely. Great racing here throughout the field. The front 6 all side by side. Almost 3 wide. Here, all within, I'm going to say, 0.2 of a second. These top 6 drivers. A great battle forming here for the race lead early in the goings. Lap 64. Out of the scheduled 130 here tonight. 3 wide down the backstretch. Looks like that inside car of the 38. Chad Ross electing not to keep it 3 wide as we enter turn 3. Probably a really good move there by him. Live to see another day. Definitely probably the better decision here at Kansas Speedway. 3 wide again as a yellow flag comes out. Jeremy Keltner.
I had no idea what was...
Jeremy Keltner in the number 9 here, bringing out the yellow, it appears. The number 80. Oh no, heavy contact. The number 9 with a lot of help from that number 80. Hopefully not much damage. Looks like he's able to keep it off of the wall, but... Oh, nobody. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That number 9 of Jeremy Keltner able to keep it out of everybody else. What happened here? One more time. Another view here. That 80 on the inside. Making a little bit of contact here. That 9 just coming around. Nothing you can do there. That number 9 Elite Motorsports hot rod of Jeremy Keltner finding himself around. Jump back out front. That number 67, Ben Ryan, back out in the lead. Drama here unfolding. 5th caution here tonight at Kansas Speedway with the Valiant Alliance Racing League. Looks like not many drivers electing to come down pit road there. Don't think that's too bad of an idea. These drivers absolutely doing a great job here tonight. Once again, let's go over. Pretty important here. Top 5 here in the standings. A few weeks in here. Tyler Barnes in that number 3. Currently, our points leader coming into Kansas Speedway here. Looks like a few drivers there on pit road, but not too many. But that number 3 of Tyler Barnes sitting there in 24th. Parked it there back at the hauler. Not having the night that he wanted to have, unfortunately. Michael Quick in that number 77, second in points. Currently up in the top 10, having a good night there. The number 77. James Kaufman sitting 3rd in points currently. Kaufman, our first driver to retire here tonight. Definitely not what he was looking for in that number 13, sitting back in that 27th position. Not what he wanted to see here. Pace lights going out on the pace car. Here this time, Drewski Smith sitting in 4th there in the points. I don't see Drewski making an appearance here this week at Kansas. So it looks like he's going to lose that 4th position. Gary Miller in that number 15 sitting there in the 10th spot here as we get ready to go back green. Our 5th place in the standings. Ben Ryan, Jeremy Root going to be leading us off here to this green flag. Little rundown of that top 10. Ben Ryan, Jeremy Root, Andrew Hale, Tyler McDowell, Chad Ross, Michael Quick, Nicholas Donfrancesco, Tyler Manning, David Poole, and Gary Miller. A lot of these drivers been out front a lot here tonight. Looking forward to what they can do here on this restart. At 67 and 62, leading us off back to green here. Fifth caution is complete. Getting ready to go back green flag racing.
Green flag.
Green flag is in the air. That 44 and that 67, Ben Ryan with an amazing jump out front, side by side as they enter one throughout the field. As we get through this restart, jumping back the 9, all able to make it. That number 3 back out on track, but still scored back in the 24th. Definitely not wanting to lose that points lead here. Tyler Barnes in that number 3. Currently our points leader. As that battle up front, the 44 Andrew Hale trying to get back past that 67 of Ben Ryan and lead him some laps here tonight. He wants to see what that lead tastes like. Currently up there in second, not led a lap quite yet in that Mountain Dew machine. Number 44. Gotta love it. That's my number when I try to race, is that 44. So popping green Mountain Dew machine and a number 44. Yeah, I like that one. As we jump back to this 15 of Gary Miller and his Elite Motorsports hot rod. That red absolutely beaming. Love that hot rod. Paint job as well, the black and red. Little bit of chrome there. Definitely down with that vibe also. Side by side with that 78 of Tyler Manning there on the inside, looking for a run on the outside, trying to build that momentum up there on the top side. Looks like it's just not enough there. Let's go ahead and go crank it up one more time. You guys deserve to hear all the raw horsepower here in these Valued Alliance Racing ARCA cars. Let's go crank it up.
Caution. What was the fucking caution for? Big crash? Okay, man, I don't know.
Caution
I'm sorry.
is out. Caution on the speedway. Looks like Dylan Grace, Dakota is Greg, getting into it. Let's take a look back. Let's see what happened here. That number 12 on the bottom. The 40 making some contact with the wall. Both drivers finding themselves on that outside wall. That 12 of Dylan Grace getting a little bit of help there. Go ahead and take that one back one more time there. A little bit different perspective. Number 40 off the wall. Not what either of these drivers wanted to see here. Oh, just keep. Come on, Dakota. Gotta hit that brake, man. Get that thing stopped. Oh, just kept grinding into him on the wall. That's just hard to watch there. Oh, God. No mistakes. Just, man, that's a hard hit for both of those drivers. That number 12, Dylan Grace, Dakota Isgreg in that 40. Definitely going to need some repairs to those hot rods here. I'm going to go to a quick side-by-side ad break. Please go ahead and check out these sponsors. They make everything happen here at Fearless Broadcasting. We will be right back.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Welcome back here to Kansas Speedway, here with Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you Valued Alliance Racing League here tonight, and the Dizzy Kills 195 here around Kansas Speedway. Andrew Hale and Jeremy Root off pit road first, leading us back to this green flag. Pace truck pulling off here, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here with the Valued Alliance Racing League. Green flag out in the air. That 44 machine out to a great advantage on that restart. Wow, what a great run there. That was a great start there by that number 44. Three wide down the back momentarily. Almost. That 38 down on the bottom. Caution. Back out here. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Ooh, a lot of crashing here. Let's... Oh, no, it's a little late. Oh, boy. Big one. Oh, a big one. A very, very big one here at Kansas Speedway. Let's go ahead. Bring it back. Didn't see what we wanted to see there. Let's go ahead. See that route, the cause. There we go. All right, coming down the back here. Let's slow it down. Was 3 wide. The 15 decided to drop down. The 56 coming across that 78's nose. And then just stacked up there. The 98, nowhere to go. The 27, absolutely nowhere to go. The 21, nowhere to go. 64, the 80, the 69, all involved in this one. The 9 just squeaking his way through. Wow, the 72 also involved. The 5, the 67 getting involved. The 10 slow creeping his way through. It looks like the 30 was involved. It looks like the 3 may have missed that. Let's take it back one more time. Wow, so many cars involved there. Let's take a look from a different perspective. Let's take a look from that 5. Oh. Yep, that big one here at Kansas Speedway. That is for sure. Andrew Hale in that 44, still out in front. Action-packed racing here at Kansas Speedway, I promise. Just all these drivers absolutely putting everything on the line here. 7th caution here tonight. Let's bring up our race recap one more time. Lap 81 here of the scheduled 130 laps. Just a little past halfway. Had one really good long green flag run here. Just keep getting a caution and a caution every few laps. Hopefully these drivers want to see a really good long green flag run here till the end. See, these drivers have to fight this tire fall off here at Kansas with these ARCA cars. It's a fun, interesting dynamic of tire fall off here. I feel like the tires fall off quite a bit more here. As the sun begins to set, it might have been a little less important, but definitely still important. Let's go ahead. We never looked at the weather. 72 degrees out there, 11 mile an hour, 56% humidity, partly cloudy. So it's going to retain a little bit of that heat there. I don't know why iRacing get cloudy. It just retains the heat there on the racetrack. Getting ready to go back. Green flag, that 44. Andrew Hale going to be leading us back off to this green flag here. Let's go ahead and take a fan. Nope, wrong button. Let's jump to a fan cam. Out in the stands. Where'd it go? There it is. Getting ready to go back. Green flag here. Andrew Hale in that 44. The 62, Andrew Root, leading us back. A green flag.
Green flag.
And the flag out in the air. Look at the stadium. Absolutely packed here tonight for the Valued Alliance Racing League. The field through into turn 1 here. Onto the apron with somebody. I don't know who that was. We're going to have to take a closer look at that. Wow. What a first lap. Cool little view here, like you're a fan at the stands. I think that's super cool here. A whole view of the field here in sunlight hour. Absolutely gorgeous here at Kansas Speedway. The sun hitting these cars, absolutely perfect. See that 27 of Ryan Hunter up there, 3 wide, the 69 in the middle there. A little bit of contact avoided there by the 69 of Tyler McDowell. Great job. Heads up driving. He knew he was in the middle. Didn't want to hit the car up on the top or the bottom. That 56, Stephen Page, looking to the inside of Ryan Hunter in that 27 Dizzy Kills machine, making his way by down through turn 2, down the backstretch, moves to the inside, tucks in behind that number 3, Tyler Barnes, trying to make his way back up front. Smoke in the air, a car around here. Will the yellow flag fly? Looks like Jeremy Root around there. Let's take a look at that. The 77 on the outside. That 62 goes around, making contact 3 wide. The 18, a little bit of help. Wow, it stays green, it looks like. Wow. Had to take a quick look back at that. Staying green here. Another car there. A little bit slower. Makes his way back into pit road there, as you saw in the back. Wow, these drivers absolutely kicking butt here. Golden hour has hit here at Kansas Speedway. Greg Thielsen here with Fearless Broadcasting. Want to give you a big thank you for stopping by. Absolutely gorgeous here. Want to give a big thank you to everyone here live checking us out on the recorded video. Excuse me. These drivers putting everything they got here tonight into the speedway against each other, battling it out here. 130 laps for the Dizzy Kills 195 here at Kansas Speedway. Valued Alliance Racing wants to give a big thank you to all their partners and sponsors: Gem City Goon, Dizzy Kills, Grayson Co. Trucking, Christian's Dream, McDowell Homes, 333 Jackson on Twitch, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, DP Creations, and Maritime Car Wash. Thank you to all those partners and sponsors that make it possible for Valued Alliance Racing to bring you this awesome action here with the ARCA series. Want to give a big thank you to our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to Push the Edge, Premier Racing Setups. If you go over to Premier Racing Setups, make sure to use Fearless 15. That is FEARLESS 15 over at Premier Racing Setups. You'll get 15% off on your order. Also, go ahead and check out Admin Box. If you use the code Fearless-Box, you'll get 10% off your order on their admin boxes. Great for any league admins or any iRacer. Great for replay controls, hosted controls. So much stuff you can do over there on their V3 or V4. And make sure to use FEARLES-BOXX over there at Admin Box. Big thank you to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting, of course, having me up here in the booth. Greg Thielsen, of course, up here with the Valued Alliance Racing League, absolutely having a great time here tonight. These drivers putting on an absolute show for you guys. Gotta love it. Out front, the 38, Chad Ross, making his pass past this 44 of Andrew Hale. That 77, Michael Quick, slowly reeling his way back in. This top five, all within about 3/10 of a second. That 24, Nicholas Don Francesco, not far behind the 10 of David Poole. All there within 3/10 of one another. Yeah, about 3/10. Still not far back there, that number 10. That 24, about 2/10 back. All still within striking distance if somebody makes a mistake. All it takes is one mistake. As we work our way out of two here, down the backstretch, these cars getting back single file here. As that 44 shows his nose there going into 3 and 4. A little fight left in that number 44, Andrew Hale. That bright green Mountain Dew machine. Jump back here a little bit. This is the battle. Stay in the top 10 here. That number 18 of Blake Viken in his Toyota Camry sitting in 8th there. Stephen Page in the 56 is 9th. While that number 3 of Tyler Barnes back up into the top 10, sitting there in 10th. You got that 27 of Ryan Hunter, not far behind that number 3, that lime or teal number 27, Ryan Hunter, Jump back just a little bit further. Eric Copperthorne, Samuel Lucier, Tyler Manning, and Jeremy Keltner all battling back here for about 12th, 13th, 14th position. Once again, great battles all throughout the racetrack. Jumping back out front, that 38, Chad Ross, out in the lead. Currently led the last 10 laps now, making his way to the front, trying to lead some laps here at the end of this thing. Coming down to 30 laps to go. Things are heating up. Let's keep in mind, going into this thing, point standings are top 5. Tyler Barnes making his way back up. Had some early bad luck. Back up into the 8th spot for that number 3. Currently leading our championship run this season. Let's jump back and take a look at that bright red chrome machine of Tyler Barnes. Awesome looking car. Oh, sideways. Maybe the commentator Curse had to call on him a little bit there. Elite Motorsports number 3. Looking great though. Absolutely love all these paint jobs out here. I see that number 27 making the pass there on Tyler Barnes. Ryan Hunter up 10 spots here. Doing good in that Dizzy Kills number 27. Having a pretty good night there. Jump up with that 18, Blake Viken kind of leading this pack back here. Stephen Page, Ryan Hunter, Eric Copperthorne, Tyler Barnes, Tyler Manning, Jeremy Kellner, all kind of in this group of cars. Blake Viken up in the 7th position. So all kind of fighting for a top 10 spot here in this group. Jumping up front, Michael Quick in that 77, jumping down to pit lane with that 38 of Chad Ross. 2-year leaders making our first green flag pit stops here. That 24 taking over the lead here. Very interesting. Up 20 spots here tonight so far. Nicholas Donfrancesco having a great night. Up 24 spots. That number 10 of David Poole been up front quite a bit. Having a great night in that DP Creations number 10. Looking to go a little bit longer than these other guys out here. Saw the 24, Nicholas Donfrancesco, drop down to pit lane there. Gary Miller in this 15. He led a lap there in this run so far. 28 laps remaining. Looking to lead a few more. Ben Ryan in that 67. Ben Strong here tonight. 62 laps led so far. Currently back in 3rd. Blake Viken back in 4th. Let's go ahead. Blake Viken with a 29.8. See if we can't see what that compares to our best lap. I see a 29.6. 29.68. So the 29.6 by Ben Ryan are faster. Oh, the 18 around on pit lane. Blake Viken during green flag pit stops. Coming around there. Wow, I looked away for 1 second and Blake finds himself, so sorry, Blake, finds himself around. Let's see what happened here. All right, Blake Viken, that number 18, entering pit lane here. Coming in a little hot. He's a little sideways. Car just comes around on him under the brakes. We kind of caught the end of that live. I don't know if we caught it all live. Wow. That is not what Blake wanted to see there under green flag pit stops. Making his way back out onto the racetrack here. Definitely not what he wanted to see. That number 10 out in front. David Poole up 25 positions. At number 15 sitting there in second. Looks like he's on a charge. Trying to make his way back up past this 10 as we hit 24 to go. Once we hit the line, 23 coming back around out of 4 this time. We're going to go to a quick side-by-side green flag ad break, and then we're going to go all the way till the end, bring you the winners, and end this thing out here with the Valued Alliance Racing League and the ARCA Series. For Fearless Broadcasting, this is Greg Thielsen. We will be right back.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Welcome back here to Kansas Speedway. Valued Alliance Racing going green all the way to the end here, or at least covering all the way to the end. If it stays green, for sure. No commercial breaks anymore. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. Big thank you to you guys here live with me or checking us back out on the video broadcast. Looks like that's 67. Ben Ryan, our race leader, bringing it down pit road this time. Pit road heating up here with green flag pit stops. Absolutely great job by all of these drivers here tonight. Watch that 67 Ben Ryan coming down to his box here. Few of these drivers making their way back off splash and gas and go. I do believe. I don't think many of those drivers took a tire change. I didn't see any of those jacks drop. Just a little splash and gas and go. 16 laps here remaining. Things are about to heat up for that race lead. That race leader, Eric Copperthorne, now on pit lane, the 98. The 38 sitting in second, gonna assume that lead here in the 38, Chad Ross. See what he does here tonight. He's got about a 3-second gap on Ben Ryan in that 67. So back in second, we got Ben Ryan, Nicholas Donfrancesco, both about 3 seconds back. Also in that group, you have Michael Quick in the 77 making his way past that 24, it looks like. And the 69, also in that group, not for position, but driving with them. That 69 back in 15th currently. Let's go ahead. We haven't pulled up our telemetry all day. Let's pull up that telemetry on that 24 Hooters hot rod of Nicholas Donfrancesco. Let's go ahead and ride on board here as well. Jumping on board, little bit of telemetry here around Kansas Speedway. That 24 fourth gear all the way around this place. If you're not new to NASCAR, not much shifting. Restarts just about the only time. Gonna have to go row through the gears, starting second up to third and fourth, and pretty much leave it there. Third and fourth gear, not coming out of it unless there's a caution. Gotta slow that car down. 190 miles an hour, these ARCA cars entering turn 3 there. Take a look at that middle number there, 180 miles an hour entering the beginning of the straightaway. These cars are absolutely cooking, almost 200 miles, 195 entering into turn 1. These ARCA cars definitely no slouch. Taking a lot of skill to drive these things around this Kansas Speedway. As we come 11 to go, coming to the stripe, taking a look ahead at that 77 Michael Quick as we ride on board with this 24 of Nicholas Donfrancesco. A caution coming out here. That is our 8th caution of tonight. Let's take a look. See, I'm gonna have to find it here. See if we can't find what happened. There we go. Gary Miller in that number 15. Coming around out of 4. Single car. Hopefully no one else. Oh, snaps back up into the wall. These cars coming. That is our lead pack right there. That was our leaders. No other cars, luckily, involved there. Wow, that's good. Good news. Unfortunately, that 15 coming around, making heavy contact with the wall, but luckily, no other cars involved here. Let's take a look around this beautiful Kansas Speedway as we pace around here. Back under yellow flag. What a beautiful speedway. Once again, I had the pleasure of sitting there over on the exit of turn 2 at that Hollywood casino. Got to spend a little bit of time there gambling, watching a race. Had a good time. Yeah, I think I got to watch a truck race and an ARCA race, if I remember correctly. I think I went like 2 or 3 nights in a row. I didn't get to see the Cup race, but I definitely saw truck. It was either like truck and Xfinity or ARCA and truck, or truck and ARCA and Xfinity, or it's like 2 races in a row, back to back, 2 nights in a row. It was fun. A lot of fun here at Kansas Speedway. The field pacing under this 8th caution here tonight. Few drivers electing to come down, not too many. Great overhead view. A lot of those race cars entering turn 1 there over on the right hand of your screen. Let's go ahead while we're looking around here once again. I know we did it earlier. For this Dizzy Kills 195 here at Kansas Speedway. 1.5 mile racetrack here at Kansas. Little bit of a D shape with that tri-oval up in the front. On the front stretch. Kind of always turning there through the front stretch, or you drop down to that apron. Many drivers electing to drop down to the apron there. Let's go ahead, drop back down here. Nope. Oh, that's pressing the wrong button. That's okay. I see it now. There we go. Pace light still on. About to go 1 to green. Get back, green flag racing. Let's see. Not many laps remaining. Coming to 10 to go. When we came to the stripe, looking like about 6 to go when we go back green here. 6, 9 lead changes here tonight. 2 really good long green flag runs. A few cautions, breeding cautions there throughout the middle of the race. But that number 38, Chad Ross, out in front. Looking to bring us back green flag here. The 67 of Ben Ryan. Benny two names, you know, Ben Ryan, Benny two names in that 67 on the outside. In that Elite Motorsports, number 67. Give you a quick top 10 there. If I can get it out in time. Let's go ahead. Chad Ross, Ben Ryan leading us to this green flag. Michael Quick, Nicholas Donfrancesco, Tyler Barnes, Stephen Page, Tyler Manning, Blake Viken, Eric Coppenthorne, Jeremy Keltner, all in our top 10. About to go back green flag, pace truck off. And green flag about to be back in the air here. Green flag. And we're rolling. Great jump there by that 38 of Chad Ross to take that lead early on here. Making his way out in front. Still side by side throughout the field. Looks like a lot of side by side. A little 3 wide through the middle. Little contact coming off of 4. Not too much. Look at this battle here. Don Francesco and Tyler Barnes in that 3, making his way back up through the field. Had some bad luck early on. Coming to the closing laps. 5 to go when we get to the stripe. Tyler Barnes up to that 3rd spot, making a way forward down below the 38. Wow, what a run there through the front stretch. The 77 of Michael Quick following him through down there on the bottom. Very interesting to see what they're going to do down the back. Michael Quick unable to keep that speed. The high side, that 78. Tyler Manning able to get back into the picture. Let's jump back out front. 67. Ben Ryan still out in front. 4 laps. 4 laps to go at the stripe here. Things are absolutely heating up. Let's jump up in our chopper cam. Watch this battle. Here, see quite a few of the battles side by side down the back. This drone pilot, absolutely so skilled, keeping it just off of that outside retaining fence. What a job by that drone pilot there. This battle for the lead heating up. Tyler Barnes, if you look up ahead of the field, catching up to that 67. Ben Ryan, 3 laps to go here as we cross the stripe. Things are anybody's game. I'm going to drop this down to shore. I want you guys to see every bit of action. I'll let you know where everyone finishes, but you're going to want to see this. 3 wide, that 24. Back in the back here. 3 wide. They worked that one out. Caution.
What do you got now?
Coming out. David Poole in that 10. Samuel Lucier also getting involved in that number 5. Let's see what happened here. 3 wide on the bottom of the 27. That 27 so lucky he did not get involved in that one. Sam Lucier in that number 5, finding himself in the wall. That number 10, David Poole, also involved. Let's take it back one more time here. So let's go ahead, rewind, and watch that one more time at speed. the 10 there. Kind of thought he was in the middle. Looks like he kind of dives a little down a little early to give that outside lane a little bit of room. I might be wrong, but kind of what it looked like to me there. Luckily, no other drivers getting involved. 9th caution here for the Valiant Alliance Racing League. Once again, I'm going to have to go and thank all those partners that make it happen here for Valiant Alliance Racing and Fearless Broadcasting. I'll start with Valiant Alliance Racing. Thank you to all their partners. Thank you to Gem City Goon, Dizzy Kills, Grace & Co. Trucking, Christian's Dream, McDowell Homes, 333 Jackson on Twitch, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, DP Creations, and Maritime Car Wash. Thank you guys for everything you do over here at Valiant Alliance Racing. Want to give a big thank you to all our partners here at Fearless Broadcasting. Want to give a big thank you to Push the Edge. Big thank you to Admin Box. Go ahead, head over to Admin Box, get you one of their V3 or V4 admin boxes, and use code FEARLESS-BOX. That's FEARLESS-BOXX at Admin Box, and that'll get you 10% off. Want you guys to go ahead and check out Premier Racing Setups. Type in Fearless15, same FEARLESS 15, Fearless15 for 15% off over at Premier Racing Setups. Big thank you to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and Fearless Broadcasting. Want to give a big thank you to all those partners, sponsors there at Valiant Alliance Racing and here at Fearless Broadcasting, making all of this absolutely possible so that we can have this fun on this great sim we love here at iRacing. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Such a pleasure to have you guys here with me. Field about to stack it up, double file. Looks like the pace light's gonna be out here on the pace truck. Getting ready to go back, green flag. Let's pull up that top 10 here. Not gonna have many laps left. Ben Ryan leading us off. Tyler Barnes on the outside of that row 1. Chad Ross, Tyler Manning, and Michael Quick are top 5. Eric Copperthorne, Andrew Hale, Stephen Page, Gary Miller, Tyler McDowell, all rounding out our top 10 there. Looking forward to get back green flag racing here to end it. We might actually be in overtime. 132. So yes, green white checkers here due to the 9th caution, 30 laps. Here, 100 green flag laps. These drivers absolutely doing a great job here tonight. Getting ready to go back green for this green white checkered. Whoop, wrong button. Pace truck peeling out. Ben Ryan, Tyler Barnes on the outside leading us to this green flag. Green flag back out in the air. Green, white, checkered. Get one white flag if they have a caution here. I think we get one more time to re-rack them and try it one more time as we see that 3 right down on the bumper there of the 67. Ben Ryan to the outside. The number 3, Tyler Barnes, to the inside. The battle for the lead is on. Contact is made. Turn 3 sends Ben Ryan a little bit up the track. That 3 of Tyler Barnes not able to make the run up the front stretch. White flag in the air. This is the battle for the race win right here. What is going to happen? No idea. 67 on the outside. Ben Ryan, Tyler Barnes in that number 3 coming back. Elite Motorsports and Elite Motorsports teammates battling it out here for that race lead. 3 wide coming to the flag. Oh no, the 3 gets turned. The teammates take each other out. Tyler Manning in the 78 Wow! Tyler Manning taking this thing home. Ben Ryan and Tyler Barnes in that number 3, taking each other out, finishing 7th and 8th. Andrew Hale coming 2nd. Chad Ross coming 3rd. What a surprise! Last lap. Oh my gosh! Wow, that is so awesome. Tyler Manning coming home victorious. No laps led. That one lap. Not talked about enough tonight, but there when it mattered the most. Tyler Manning, that number 78. Your victory here tonight, buddy. Yeah, burn it down, buddy. Burn it down, boss. Everybody wants to see it. Tyler Manning coming home on top here tonight at Kansas Speedway with the Valiant Alliance Racing League. Let them burn it down here. Then we're going to move over to a quick commercial break. We're going to get those top 3 finishers. Let's go ahead. Pop those up real quick. Tyler Manning over here burning it down in that 78. Coming home on top. Andrew Hale, Chad Ross. As you see, Tyler Manning so stoked about bringing this thing home. What a great job in that number 78 here. Parking it there on the start-finish line. This is Greg Thielsen from Fearless Broadcasting. We're going to jump to a quick commercial break. I'm going to get a hold of these drivers, and we will be right back with our victory celebration here with Tyler Manning. We'll be right back.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
All right, we have made our way over to Victory Lane here at Kansas Speedway for the Disney Kills 195 here with the Valiant Alliance Racing League. Up here with Tyler Manning in that number 78, bringing it home on top here tonight. Hey, boss, you got me?
Yes, sir.
All right, coming to that checkered flag, 3 wide, Tyler Barnes, Ben Ryan, and yourself coming off a turn 4 there. Looks like Ben Ryan and Tyler Barnes getting together, coming across that stripe first. Give me a little bit of that emotion, how that felt for you. That was a awesome finish there.
Oh, man, like you said, it was awesome. I just got a good run. The last couple of restarts, I honestly got probably blessed with the cautions because I was too far back. But just having that slight tire advantage with the restarts here at the end kind of helped me out, just chewing up spots every couple laps and just keep going. I was really good at making the top kind of work for me, especially right at the start. So when these tires were kind of fresh, I just kept using the top when everybody was running the bottom to try to get around them. And then, yeah, man, I just got that run and I saw the hole open up. So I shoved my nose in there and I thought we were going to 3 wide it to the line, and then it started getting physical. And I mean, Ben and Tyler Barnes, they're both hell of racers. I've raced with them for a long time. So I hope it was all in good fun. But yeah, man, I just hope it looked cool. I hope it was awesome. Put on a good show for everybody.
Absolutely putting on a barn burner there at the end. A lot of action. 2 really great long green flag runs there throughout in the middle. A little bit of a caution breeds caution there throughout the middle stint of the race. How did those cautions really affect? I know a lot of strategy had to be changing there on the fly. Give me a little insight into what strategy you were trying to call there, if it got messed up, if you had to change it, or what was going on in up on the pit box.
Yeah, man. So I've lost plenty of these races not having the set of tires left at the end, right? Like you run it perfectly out through the way, and then there's always that late race caution. So I always try now in these races, especially tracks like Kansas, Charlotte, Homestead, where you get a lot of tire fall off. You just have to bite the bullet on one of the runs and kind of run long. Obviously, the pit stops kind of jumble that up because people are willing to try things, but I just try to stick to it and, keep your number in your head. Hey, I want to pit around here. Got into it a little bit, when the cautions had contact, so just made sure I didn't have damage. So that put me back a little bit and just, like I said, trying to leapfrog guys when I could. But yeah, man, Kansas is a great racetrack. It tends to let you have a lot of strategy like that, and it's good fun racing.
Very good hard racing. As you kind of touched on it, you're using that top side. A lot of different lanes you could kind of choose. You could enter late, use that high side, dive back down to the bottom in 1 and 2. I saw a lot of drivers doing that. A lot of drivers 3 and 4 just staying there up on that middle seam, like that high middle seam, using that high side to keep that speed out of 4. A lot of lanes here. Kansas Speedway being a great racetrack. Coming home on top here, Tyler Manning. Who you got to thank here tonight, buddy? Bringing it home on top.
Of course, I thank my family. They were watching, so glad I could pull out a win for them. Thank you for putting on the show for everybody. And then obviously all the VAR guys. They're a bunch of good guys, bunch of good friends to race with. And just glad that we're putting on some good shows here at the beginning of our inaugural season here. Just keep it rolling. Hopefully we can put a good show on at Charlotte also.
Absolutely. Great job here on top of the podium here tonight, Tyler Manning. Congratulations. I'm going to let you go and celebrate tonight's win. Congratulations, that number 78, Tyler Manning, coming out on top here tonight. All right, so we're going to go ahead and... Oh, where did they go? Hold on. Oh, come on. I had my second and third, but they jumped out. Let's see if I can grab them. Where did Andrew Hale go? Sorry about that, folks. Where did they go? Not sticking around. All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Let me see if I can't snag these drivers real quick.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
is too little too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
All right, we're back here at Kentucky Speedway. Unfortunately, looks like I cannot get a hold of Andrew Hale and Chad Ross. Gonna give them a little bit more time, but I wanted to pop back and show you our finishing results here. Hopefully give them a little bit more time to jump in the Discord. If you guys are here, Andrew Hale, Chad Ross at number 44 and 38. Go ahead and jump over into that interview waiting room for me. I'd really appreciate that if you could. But one lap led there for Tyler Manning in that number 78. Honestly, the most important lap here tonight, that last lap, taking home tonight's win. Andrew Hale coming home second in that number 44. The 38, Chad Ross, bringing it home third. What an exciting finish. We're even going to go back and watch that one if we can, because that was just too good. 134 after our scheduled 130 laps here. One green-white checker. That green-white checker absolutely putting on a heck of a show. 9 green flag lead changes by 10 different leaders here tonight. Quite a bit of different and diverse drivers out in front here. A lot of drivers getting their shot to lead some laps here. 9 cautions as well for 29 laps. quite a bunch of green flag laps here tonight. Our hard charger, Tyler Manning, up 21 positions for the night. Ben Ryan with the most laps led for 75 laps, unable to come home with that win, fighting for it there at the end. Ben Ryan, Tyler Manning, and Tyler Barnes all battling for that race win there. DJ Kiner coming home with that pole position. Ben Ryan with that fastest lap of a 29.599. Let's go ahead and see real quick. I'm going to see if I can... Sorry, I'm going to look back here. We are going to watch this one. Let's go ahead and do this. Oop. Sorry. Let's go ahead and bring that back one more time. This last lap, we're going to watch it one more time. Watch this finish. Hopefully these guys can get here. We're going to watch it from that 78. Nope, we got to go back one more lap there. That was the finish. So let's go back. Go, sorry. All right, we're going to watch this one more time here. Crazy, crazy work right here. Coming into four, 3 wide. Across the nose of that 78 goes the 3. What a finish here. Who would have seen it? What a finish here. Absolutely great job by these drivers here tonight. Unfortunately, these drivers not jumping back in the Discord. So, unfortunately, that is going to be a wrap here from Kansas Speedway for the Valued Alliance Racing League. This is Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Had such a pleasure here with you guys tonight. Kansas putting on an absolute heck of a race here. Just absolute great ending here under the lights. Can't ask for much better here from the Dizzy Kills 195 here at Kansas Speedway. Want to give a big thank you there to those partners one last time. Thank you to Valued Alliance Racing's partners and sponsors at Gem City Goon, Dizzy Kills, Grayson Co. Trucking, Christian's Dream, McDowell Homes, 333 Jackson on Twitch, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, DP Creations, and Maritime Car Wash. Thank all you guys for helping out VAR over here with the Valued Alliance Racing League and their ARCA series and their inaugural season. Want to give a big thank you to our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Push the Edge, Admin Box. Make sure if you do go ahead, check out Admin Box, get one of their version 3 or version 4s. Type in Fearless, FEARLESS -BOXX. That'll get you 10% off over there at Admin Box. Really thankful they just stepped on board. Go ahead and check out Premier Racing Setups. Type in Fearless 15. That's FEARLESS 15 to get 15% off over on all the best racing setups on iRacing there at Premier Racing Setups. Big thank you to Juicy Spider Studios, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Motorsports, and, of course, Fearless Broadcasting. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth from Kansas Speedway. Had an awesome time. Great finish here. Thank you for stopping by live if you're here live. Thank you for watching the recorded video. Once again, make sure to go drop that like, share, subscribe. We would really appreciate that. Once again, coming into here, Tyler Barnes, our standings leader, our championship leader. Michael Quick, James Kaufman, Drewski Smith, unfortunately not making it here tonight, and Gary Miller. Michael Quick out of those drivers finishing 4th, our top of them. Once again, big thank you to Andrew Smith, April's driver of the month in that number 4 machine. Fortunately, not having the result he wanted here tonight. So Matthew Barnes getting back. Tyler Manning coming home out on top. Let's go ahead, show you one more time. Tyler Manning coming out on top. Andrew Hale finishing 2nd. Chad Ross finishing 3rd. Unfortunately, on that last lap, you're going to have to rewind that and watch that one back, Matthew, because Tyler and Ben Ryan getting into it there on that final lap. 3 wide coming out of turn 4 there with Tyler Manning. And unfortunately, the number 3 there of Tyler Barnes and the number 67 of Ben Ryan falling back quite a few spots from that incident there. Coming out of 4. Tyler Manning able to come home with that victory. But thank you guys all stopping by. And until next time, this was Greg Thielsen. And from Fearless Broadcasting, stay fast and stay fearless.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.